Kevin Costner has long stood as one of the defining faces of modern American cinema. To audiences, he was the steady protector in The Bodyguard, the hopeful dreamer in Field of Dreams, and the bold visionary behind Dances with Wolves. Yet, behind the calm voice and measured presence lies a story far deeper than Hollywood glamour. His life has been shaped not by privilege, but by quiet endurance. Born into a working-class family, he learned early that stability is fragile and dreams require sacrifice. Fame would eventually bring wealth and recognition, but it never shielded him from heartbreak, failure, or doubt. Now, in his 70s, Costner remains a symbol of resilience, proof that lasting greatness is built not on uninterrupted success, but on the courage to stand back up each time life knocks you down. Childhood. Growing up in the shadow of loss. Kevin Costner was born on January 18, 1955, in Lynwood, California, into a family already marked by grief. 2 years before his birth, his parents lost a baby boy after only 1 day of life. Though the tragedy was rarely discussed, its presence lingered in the home like an unspoken echo. His father worked demanding jobs, maintaining utilities, laboring outdoors for long hours, while his mother dedicated herself to social services, helping families in crisis. Money was tight, and emotional expression was guarded. Young Kevin sensed the weight his parents carried, even when no words were spoken. The house often felt quiet in a way that children instinctively understand, but cannot explain. That silence shaped him. It taught him to observe, to feel deeply without showing it, and to internalize both sorrow and strength. Instability. A boy who never stayed long, Costner's childhood was defined by constant movement. His family relocated repeatedly across California, Compton, Ventura, and various towns in Orange County, chasing work and better opportunities. Each move meant starting over, new classrooms, new faces, new attempts to fit in. For a shy boy, the pattern was exhausting. He rarely had time to build lasting friendships before they were left behind. In school, he often blended into the background, unnoticed and uncalled upon. The experience of always being the new kid left him withdrawn but observant. He found comfort in stories and imagination, discovering that fictional worlds were more stable than his own. Church choir became one of the few places he felt seen, his voice rising confidently where his spoken words did not. Yet, once the music ended, the familiar feeling of invisibility returned. Lessons from loneliness, strength in silence. Those formative years built an inner resilience that would later define his career. Constant change forced him to adapt quickly and accept the discomfort as normal. He learned not to complain, understanding that his parents were already fighting their own battles. Loneliness became a companion rather than an enemy. Instead of breaking him, it strengthened him. He developed patience, self-reliance, and a quiet determination to endure. By the time he reached adulthood, Costner had already navigated instability that many experience much later in life. He understood that security could vanish without warning. This awareness fueled his ambition. If life could shift so easily, then waiting for permission to chase a dream seemed foolish. The boy who once felt invisible would eventually decide that he had nothing to lose by stepping into the spotlight. The turning point. Choosing uncertainty. After graduating from college with a business degree, Costner appeared to follow a sensible path. He secured a marketing job and married his college sweetheart, Cindy Silver. Stability, something he had rarely known, finally seemed within reach. Yet beneath the surface, dissatisfaction grew. The office routine felt safe but hollow. During his honeymoon, a chance meeting with actor Richard Burton altered his trajectory. Gathering courage, Costner confessed his dream of acting. Burton responded with unexpected encouragement, telling him he believed he could succeed. Those words struck deeply. Soon after, Costner made the terrifying decision to leave his steady job. Friends questioned him, logic argued against him, but instinct prevailed. He chose uncertainty over regret, stepping into a future that offered no guarantees, only possibility. Hollywood's cold reality Los Angeles did not greet him with open arms. Instead, it tested his resolve. To survive, Costner worked odd jobs, cleaning boats, driving trucks, even giving tours of celebrity homes. Auditions were brutal and often humiliating. Casting offices dismissed him without a second glance. Money was scarce. Some nights were so cold he slept in his clothes to stay warm. His early film appearance in Sizzle Beach, USA failed to launch anything meaningful. Small opportunities came and went, rarely leading to lasting progress. Each rejection chipped away at confidence. Yet quitting would have meant admitting. Defeat and pride would not allow that. He had already endured a childhood of instability. He could endure this too. The struggle hardened him, preparing him for a breakthrough that would arrive only after years of persistence. Yet breakthrough, from obscurity to recognition. A small but pivotal role in Silverado, directed by Lawrence Kasdan, finally placed Costner in front of audiences who noticed him. The performance revealed a natural authority and understated charisma. Soon came larger roles. In 1987, he starred in The Untouchables, portraying Elliot Ness with calm determination. The film's success introduced him as a leading man. The following years solidified that status. Bull Durham displayed charm and wit, while Field of Dreams cemented his image as a symbol of hope and quiet integrity. Audiences trusted him. He embodied characters who believed in something greater than themselves. Fame arrived not as an explosion, but as a steady rise built on authenticity. The bold gamble, redefining the Western. At the height of his acting career, Costner made a daring decision to direct and star in Dances with Wolves. The project was ambitious, lengthy, and partially spoken in Lakota, a risk few studios embraced. Production challenges mounted, budgets escalated, skeptics predicted failure, yet Costner refused to compromise his vision. When the film premiered in 1990, it captivated audiences and critics alike. It went on to win 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director. The achievement transformed him from star to filmmaker of substance. More importantly, it reshaped perceptions of the Western genre and expanded mainstream storytelling about Native American cultures. For a moment, he stood at the pinnacle of Hollywood power, proof that bold conviction can silence doubt. Public failure and private doubt success, however, proved fragile. The massive production of Waterworld became notorious for budget overruns and difficult filming conditions. Critics were harsh, and headlines mocked the extravagance. Soon after, The Postman suffered similar criticism. Awards turned into Razzie nominations. The industry that once celebrated him now questioned him. Public ridicule cut deep. Simultaneously, his first marriage ended in divorce, a painful and costly chapter in his personal life. The combined weight of professional and private setbacks forced introspection. Yet rather than retreat permanently, Costner quietly regrouped. He returned to projects that emphasized storytelling over spectacle, slowly rebuilding credibility and confidence. Conclusion: the endurance of a quiet fighter. Kevin Costner's life is not simply a tale of Hollywood glory, it is a testament to resilience. From a childhood marked by loss and instability, to career-defining triumphs and humiliating public failures, He has endured cycles of rise and fall with unwavering determination. His story reminds us that greatness is rarely linear. It bends, breaks, and rebuilds. At 70, he continues to create, challenge himself, and pursue meaningful storytelling. The quiet boy who once felt invisible became a global icon, not because life was easy, but because he refused to surrender when it was hard. In an industry obsessed with youth and instant success, Costner stands as enduring proof that persistence, humility, and courage can outlast both applause and criticism.